everybody. Maestro here. Welcome to the Con's Court. We have something to watch. I watched a short clip of this, and I kind of stopped it a little bit so I could go ahead and watch like a full good 2 minutes of this at least, to understand what fully happened or what was said. I'm obviously not going to watch the entire Marvel Comic-Con 2024 thing, like the whole panel. But I'm definitely going to be watching the one for Robert Downey Jr.'s return as Dr. Doom. I saw that little clip last night. I was talking to my brother about it. He texted me and he wanted my thoughts on it. And I said, well, actually, I'm getting ready to, in the morning, tomorrow, I'll make a video about this. So let's go ahead and watch this 2-minute clip made by Entertainment Access and just, hear everything that everybody else has to say plus what we obviously know.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, Joe and Anthony Russo.
All right.
Oh my God, we missed you guys. There is one very, very important character that is required to do Secret Wars justice. Ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
New mask. Same task. What can I tell you? I like playing complicated characters. We will see you in 2 years with Doomsday.
Thank you, Entertainment Access, for that. Makes it a whole lot easier than me having to go and watch a giant 30 to 40 minute clip of this entire thing. I would have rather just seen something like that. So that was very well edited to where I could understand exactly what was all going on, what movie it'll be, and everything. So Doomsday is the movie. They said 2 years' time. So with it almost being 2025, I'm assuming they're talking about 2027. So I had texted my brother last night about it. I had seen like a short little clip of him going like this, with the mask. And I obviously saw the suit. I didn't hear everything like I just now did. I didn't hear anything that really changes my mind on this. I'm kind of glad my brother actually texted me, so it allowed me to have mentally where I'm at on this and what I wanted to say. So what I told him is basically what I'm going to tell you now. I find it poetic. If you all have seen Batman, The Dark Knight with Christian Bale, Two-Face in that movie has a quote. And the quote is, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. RDJ died as a character, Iron Man. He made the ultimate sacrifice, the hero sacrifice, the only sacrifice in which would save the Earth 616 universe, and is one of the very few to only ways, according to Doctor Strange, to beat Thanos. Has been the only way. But it involves somebody taking that ultimate sacrifice to snap the Infinity Gauntlet. and to wipe away his entire army. And Thanos himself. So his Iron Man story, for the most part, is done. The only part of Iron Man's story that really needs to continue is the legacy he left on Earth as a hero, and the heroes that looked up to him, and their development as heroes growing up in this new MCU world, after the effects of Thanos and all the other villains and the heroes that had existed beforehand that are no longer around, like Captain America or Black Widow, or any of those heroes that are no longer there, and any villains along the way that completely changed the world forever. So Ultron, you know what I mean, Loki, Thanos, people like that. So with him, everybody wanted him to come back as Iron Man. Everybody kind of realized that once the main Avengers left, Marvel became lackluster. They lost all their heavy hitters. And any of the heavy hitters that they still had were not done the correct justice that they needed to be. And one honestly hadn't been done a correct justice for a long time, because he hadn't even gotten his own movie, and he still doesn't have it, technically, because it was Edward Norton who did the Incredible Hulk. So Mark Ruffalo's Hulk hasn't even had his own movie. So he's kind of been done dirty from the beginning. And so I feel like the fans kind of realize, like, oh crap, all the people that we actually liked and loved are basically gone now, or they're not being done correctly or right. Thor, for example, Thor Love and Thunder was terrible. The only thing that made that movie even watchable was Gore the God Butcher, because it was done by Christian Bale. Because it was done by Christian Bale. It's the only reason why it's even remotely watchable. Because of his acting. Everything else was trash, in my opinion. But my thoughts on this specifically is that I find it poetic because he came back as a villain. That was the price we had to pay as fans, is that we had to see him come back as a villain. And that was the only way that it would work for where they're going with it. They're going for Secret Wars. They needed a Doctor Doom for Secret Wars. If you know anything about Secret Wars, there is a person called God Emperor Doom. It's where Victor Von Doom takes the powers of gods, and he absorbs them and becomes an ultimate power of the entire universe, and he rules all of planet Earth. So with that being said, we need a Victor Von Doom to quite literally try to do the same thing, and or do the same thing and try to take over the 616 universe. Whether or not it was going to be God Emperor Doom is a whole other scenario. Whether it was going to be the 3 Doom story, or whether it was going to be another Doom, or just a regular Doom trying to do this, we did not know. Now we know that RDJ is going to be Doctor Doom. So the only way this is going to work, and I texted my brother this. I said the only way this is going to work is if it is a multiversal thing. That's it. And as you just heard, actually, he said with the multiverse in the MCU. So actually, I feel like that very specifically states what I'm saying. The multiverse is the only way this is going to work. I don't believe they're going to bring back RDJ, Tony Stark, and make him evil, bring him back from the grave. I don't believe that. That doesn't make any sense to me. The multiverse is the only way, and this has to be the superior Iron Man, I believe. If I'm correct. Iron Man actually turns into Doctor Doom in the comics. Funny enough, there is a variant of Iron Man who is Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom Iron Man. I can't remember his exact name right now. What is this? No. The infamous Iron Man / Doctor Doom from 2015. This comic book right here. So it's quite literally an Iron Man suit with a green cape over it and the Doctor Doom things, the metal plates that go around it. That's what I'm assuming they're going for. That's the only way that this works. Is the infamous Iron Man / Doctor Doom. Except I don't remember if the infamous Doctor Doom is actually Tony Stark or if it is Victor. So, infamous Iron Man. Who is the infamous Iron Man? Infamous Iron Man is an American comic book series featuring Marvel Comics character Victor Von Doom. So it is Victor Von Doom. But it seems that they're going to be switching this up and making it RDJ, and they're going to be making it an evil variant from another another universe in the multiverse. That's the only way this can work. It's a very interesting choice. I can see how this can work, but they need to have another Victor Von Doom, because it just... having this as the main 616 universe Doom wouldn't make any sense. This can't be Doom for 616 universe. There has to be another Victor, because that's how variants work. You can't have a variant in one universe and not have another one in another universe. The only way that even works is if they just, we're not completely born. But I mean, it's just it's a very difficult and delicate matter, and like I said, this is the only way I could see it working. You do the infamous Iron Man, but it's Tony Stark being Doctor Doom, trying to take over the 616 universe. He's trying to conquer the multiverse. Secret Wars happens. He's basically like an infamous Iron Man version of God Emperor Doom. It takes all the heroes to beat him, but you have another Doctor Doom that's as smart as this one, but smarter, because Doctor Doom, Victor, is much smarter than Tony Stark is, and it would be the perfect way for Victor to, beat this one. And I feel like it would allow the 616 universe Doctor Doom to basically have a standing point in the 616 Earth, because the heroes are going to understand that he helped beat that evil Doom, so maybe he's trustworthy as a new power in the Marvel universe. He just needs to have a watchful eye on him, and perhaps the 616 Doom would be able to be the ruler of Latveria. He would become a new power of Marvel. It would be no different than like Namor being in Atlantis. He's no different. He's not a hero or a villain. He's just a king that does what he feels like is best for himself and his people. And he could have his own little section, his own little sanction. So you're not immediately killing off a villain like you did with like not Abomination, I'm sorry, but like people like Whiplash, or doing it with people like, Thanos and stuff like that. He could actually be a powerhouse of the MCU, and he could stay around. But that's the only way I see this working. This is the only way it works. I think it's a cool idea. I think it's a good way to use the multiverse problem, and especially with Secret Wars, you have to have the multiverse. But I don't see this working in any other way. You have to have a 616 Doom. You have to have Victor. You have to have Victor, and you have to have Tony Stark's infamous Iron Man of Doom. It's the only way I see this work. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. Do you enjoy this? Do you think this is a good idea? I heard a lot of people cheering on this video, thinking that this would be a good idea. More so, I feel like they're just excited RDJ's back. But maybe they didn't think too much into it like I am. But let me know what you all thought. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think it's just far too complicated of an idea for Disney to do right now, due to the fact of all the different problems they've been having with a lot of their projects not getting a lot of, traction when it comes to, people going to the theaters and watching their movies, ratings, money? Do you think this is a smart idea for them, or do you think this is a risky move that they could have done only when they had the popularity they had back then. Do you think they still have enough traction to do something like this? I think they could. I think they could pull it off, but also my expectations for Disney is very low right now. And the only reason it's been higher than it has recently is because of Deadpool and Wolverine. It's only reason why. Only reason. That was a perfect 10 out of 10 movie. This is the only reason why I even have remotely a single iota or just sliver of hope that this could go well. You just need the right people directing the movie, and the right people directing the movie in a way that it needs to be, and basing it off the comics. And if you're changing things out of the comics, make it a good change, something that's actually going to work. Everything RDJ's been in has been good for the most part when it comes to Marvel. I love him playing all the different roles that he's played. And I can definitely see this going well. I don't think RDJ would come back unless the idea and the script was good. So that kind of also gives me a little bit of hope as well. I don't see RDJ coming back just for anything. You know, he's very much an actor that loves a perfect ending for a character. So we'll see. But like I said, post your comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share. And as always, guys, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.